2006 Toyota Matrix replaced the door check. Your door checks out if when you open the door, your door just goes like this. It just swings all the way open. It does that little bounce back thing. That's the door check and it's broken. First we have to take off the door panel. Behind this little tab is a screw, so you gotta pop this back. You can put a pick in there or a pocket knife. If you're worried about scratches, put some electrical tape on the tip of your pocket knife before you go in there. There we can see that's a Phillips. Take that out, and then down here in this little handle area, there's another Phillips. The screws are the same, so you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. So you can take something like this and start down at this bottom corner. And all you're going to do is just reach under and take that corner off, and then the rest you can just do by hand. You just popping it off some little clips. This thing might fall out, that's not a big deal. Then up on the top, it's going to come out over here last. Okay? Just like that. And you could just leave it hanging. We don't need to disconnect the electrical. These are the little clips that you're popping out. There's a chance that they might fall out, but that's okay. Just pop them back in if they happen to. They just slide in like that. See? And then if they accidentally fall out, just push them back in. And these are going into these holes here. That's all there is to it. Now yours might have a little bit more of this sound insulation, and it will have this plastic, and the plastic will just go all around. You only need to either cut the plastic or you can just peel this back like that to reach in at this part. This stuff is like urethane or something. I don't know what it is, but you'll never get this off your clothes, so don't get it on your clothes. So if you're scared to get it on your clothes, then just cut with the scissors right about here. Leave it there. You just need to be able to reach in to get behind the door check right here. First we'll remove this one. This one's going to be pretty tight because there's Loctite on those threads. 10 millimeter. You can see it's got Loctite on there. Now get these two. These aren't on so tight. Put your hand inside and grab the door check before you remove your last fastener, because it'll fall inside. So there's that, and then just pull it out to the inside, just like that. This is the old door check that I just removed. You can see this doesn't work at all. It's not supposed to do this. It's supposed to check here and then have some resistance to open the door, and check here and then have that resistance to open the door, that last stretch. But you can see right there, that little crack, that's where it failed. So these little bushing things, they're just moving up and down, they're not resisting it. So if you compare that to this is the new door check. I got this on Amazon for $10 and like 74 cents shipped. I can't even push this by hand. Yeah, it's really tight. So this is going to make a nice difference. Say something to see on these. This is the same door check for either door. In the front, it just depends on the orientation. And you'll notice here, you see it says FL or LF, left front, flip it over, FR, front right. So if you're in a real fix and you never have passengers, you can just take the passenger side door check out, flip it over, and then put it in your driver's side door. You'll see it's the same deal on this new part. It's also got the same markings, FL and FR. So when we install this, we're gonna, since we're doing the driver's door here, we're gonna have this as FL. But if we were doing it in the passenger door, it would be FR. So this just pops in, same way we took the other one out. So make sure you have FL facing up if you're doing the driver's side door, and then we'll just put this bolt in first. Alright, that's in there now. It's not tacked down all the way, it's a little loose. I did not add any new Loctite. If you decide to redo the Loctite, just make sure you clean off all the old Loctite first. Now we'll get these two here and there. They because the new door check works so well, you'll just have to kind of move the door in or out, depending, until you can get those screws lined up. So leave this loose, and then just get these in there as much as you can, and then bring it in and slowly keep tightening them by hand, and then tag everything down by hand. I don't have any torque values for those bolts, but just get that one especially tight. These ones don't need to be too tight, but that one has got to be pretty tight. And then check it, and wow, what a difference. All right, now put your plastic back if you pulled it back, and if you disconnected any electrical, connect that back up, because we'll put the door panel back on and wrap this up. And if your windowsill does this, don't worry, just push it back in the holes, just straighten these little pieces of metal out right here. And put it back in the holes. And then reach around the back and turn the little metal tab with your finger. It's a bit easier to get the door panel back in if you remove this. There's just a Phillips head here, and then this pulls off. And then just reach back behind here, and this will pop off. Just like that. If you have power windows, you won't have this part. You might have a speaker, and this thing just pops off just the same. This little tab here is what we got to watch to get behind this groove here, and then it'll end up right there, and that's when we know we have it in. So you don't have to remove this part, but you'll see that it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, I can see that it's behind here because I'm looking from this direction. And then once it's in, I'm going to push it down. Looks like my little clip came out there, but that's okay. I'll just squeeze it in by hand. There we go. And once that's in on the top, it's still going to be loose. So you just reach down and just tap them in. To put this back on, you'll just line up this hook here with that hole, that square hole back there. Right there. And then this white one with the circle hole here. So just get it through and hooked on like that, and then pop it in. And the last two steps are to replace this screw and this screw in there, and that'll do it. Now let's test it. Oh wow, see? You actually have to push it for it to open. It doesn't automatically swing all the way open itself. Oh yeah, this is nice. Cool. So, looks like that $10 Amazon door check is a good fit, and good luck with your repair.